Well, I'm sure after doing something like that, you're going to need to go and get a nice, good meal and some drink.
Yes.
So we went down and we were at the GSR, and I know you were saying there was a restaurant I think it replaced.
Dolce, I believe, which
Okay.
was here for a few years, but...
Yeah, because this Briscola's, which is there now next to Charlie Palmer's, it's an Italian restaurant, and some of the food looked fantastic.
Oh, great.
I didn't get to try it, but our female host,
Darn it.
Michon, did. So let's have a look at that.
Welcome back to The Pulse. I'm Michon Aguilar here with Dave Graydon. So we're here drinking wine at Briscola. Tell me which wines we have and why you chose them.
Sure. Well, we picked a couple of Italian varietals. Typically, Chianti and Pinot Grigio you're going to see in most Italian restaurants. But the white we're doing is called Trebbiano, and it's a little bit of an obscure Italian varietal in northern Italy, but it tends to have some nice ripe fruit, a little bit crisper, higher minerality and acidity, so much more friendly to the foods that we serve here. And that ripe fruit kind of helps cut any spiciness, but then the minerality can complement anything in a higher protein or fattier dish, and a lot of fun. And then the red, we kind of went opposite. We went softer with the red. So the red is a little Barbera. It's a younger Barbera, so it has some ripe fruit and some of those kind of raspberry qualities that a Zinfandel would have, but very soft in tannins, that kind of bite that gets you in the back of the jaw, the dryness that most of the bigger reds have. This is kind of opposite of that. It's a little softer and smoother, so any of the spice in the dish is not really counteracted by the tannins. And speaking of the dish, we have our chef Rocky Woods here.
Hi, not meaning to interrupt.
So what are we eating here?
Your pasta for the evening is our Katara pasta featuring seared scallops, prawns, steamed mussels, clams, caramelized fennel, and a light lobster broth.
So what sets your pasta aside from any other Italian restaurant?
All of our pastas are actually made in-house, which is really neat. It's very labor intensive, but I think that it shines for itself in quality.
Is this your specialty?
It's one of them, yeah.
Very cool.
There are many, we hope.
So which wine would go preferably with this dish?
Well, it's kind of why I picked both of these. The white is a little bit more ripe fruit and has just a little bit of spice in there. It's not really a hotter spice, just some wonderful cooking spices that chef puts in there. And that riper fruit complements those spices really well in the white wine, but in the red wine, a little bit of a softer finish and not so tannic goes well with the seafood and the delicacy of the pasta that we do as well. So both of these would actually pair, so it depends on your preference, whether you're a white or a red kind of girl.
I'm here with Rocky Woods, the head chef. So Rocky, what are we going to be making here? Or what are you going to be demonstrating?
Today we're going to slice a little prosciutto di San Daniele on this beautiful Briscola slicer that we have. It's hand forged in Italy. It's all mechanical. There's no electric motor on it, as to not generate heat and not to melt the fat of the prosciutto. So it's all hand cranked. We begin by operating it back here. Being very patient with it, waiting for the pristine process. And this is our prosciutto di San Daniele, hailing from the Daniele region of Italy. It's slightly more savory than prosciutto di Parma, which is a more popular product that you see over Italy and in domestic areas. However, I think it's slightly nicer. It's a little different type of hog that they make it out of, but it's nice. We're going to decide to pair it with marinated olives and a little roasted red pepper salad.
Why are we pairing it with this?
It's just a traditional first course in Italy, something that you can eat with your bread, drink a little wine, have a nice conversation over. It's a combination of sherry vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, capers, caper berries, and of course the roasted red peppers. And we have a marinated olive salad, which is variety olives. There's Castelvognas, Sicilian black olives, Kalamata olives, all in a light brine.
So what would you recommend for people who come into your restaurant as an appetizer if they just want to have a light dinner or just drink and have an appetizer?
When dining with 2 or more people, I think it's always customary to start with an antipasto. You get to see the large variety of pickled vegetables and assorted fresh fruits, as well as the freshly sliced cold cuts. After that, move to a little pasta course, maybe have a salad if you'd prefer, and then finish with an entree. whether it's a slice of meat or a piece of fish that you prefer. It's all nice.
Well, that would look really good.
Look delicious.
Yes, and I'm sorry we didn't have any for you. I
I know.
apologise.
What's the deal? Gosh.
Well, I promise next time. How about that?
Okay.
You know, we
okay.
could do dining
It's a
right
deal.
here.
It's a
You know,
deal.
what a romantic spot. It's beautiful.
Aw.